Hello, my name is Lydia and I'm a Communications Industrial Placement student at Bentley Motors. Today I'm here with Nicola Johnson and Danny Silcock and we'll be talking about Bentley's Top Employer Award. So Nicola, could you tell me about how long you've worked at Bentley and what your job role is?
Yeah, so hi, as you say, Nicola Johnson. I'm the director for our People and Culture Centre of Excellence. So that involves driving a high performance culture, learning and development, talent acquisition and development, performance and reward, and also HR digital. I've worked at Bentley for 20 years now, and I've had some really great opportunities across HR in different roles, also looking after our regional offices. And I've worked with great leaders and great teams over the years, particularly also working with Volkswagen Group and some of our other brands within the wider group. So yeah, fantastic.
Fabulous, and Danny?
Thanks, Lydia. Yeah, so Danny Silcock, Head of HR Strategy and Transformation here at Bentley. I've been in the role for about 3 years. It's quite a broad role, so I'm responsible for people strategy and any transformation and change projects, but also look after risk, compliance and policies within there as well. I've been at Bentley for 20 years also, so both had quite a long innings here. My previous roles have been within corporate strategy and within the manufacturing world as well, so I've got a good understanding of the business. And similar to Nick, I've had lots of opportunities to work with great people, but also other brands across the wider Volkswagen Group.
This year, Bentley have been named Top Employer by the Top Employer Institute. Can you tell us a bit more why we're a part of that elite list?
Yeah, so it's actually the 14th consecutive year that we've been named on the top employer list. And a lot of that is around our dedication to having an outstanding and extraordinary workplace. In particular for this year, we've been listed around our strategic direction in people and culture topics, around diversity, equity and inclusion, learning and development, outstanding achievements as well. So yeah, some real call out areas, and we continue to improve. It's built into our strategy, which I think Dan will tell you more about a little bit later on.
Yeah, so our people strategy is heavily linked to top employer, and we actually use the top employer framework to guide and set the direction of what we do in our people strategy, and also make sure it becomes part of what we do in embedded and is not an on-top activity.
Nicola, could you tell me about the initiatives that you've just touched on about what exactly we're doing to be a top employer?
Yes, sure. So I think there's a couple of things that I would call out that I'm particularly proud of, initiatives that my team have led over the last few years. The first is the upskilling initiative, so skills transformation around those skills that our colleagues will need in the future, both for their own careers personally, but also for our Beyond 100 Plus strategy. So skills like EV, cybersecurity, software development, data, AI, all critical to the future. But also people need to have multiple skills, not just the traditional one skill that they would have for their whole career. Secondly, another learning and development initiative was our Charge Forward Leadership Programme. This has been the highest impact leadership development programme that we've had to date. A significant investment, and this was all around leaders, us each going through a diagnostic process to understand our individual strengths and development areas. And we then built personalised bespoke journeys, just as we have personalised and bespoke cars. Our leaders went through their own personalised programmes. One leader described it as life-changing, which was really good to hear. But we're also now rolling that through into our management population and also with our colleagues to check that everyone has got the right skills that they need to do their role.
Sounds amazing. So you touched on electrification within your answer there. Danny, could you tell us a bit more how Bentley are adapting people practices for the next generation of workers, say in the next 5 years?
Yeah, certainly. So I think the biggest thing is we understand the world of work is changing. And before we talk about practices, maybe just some of the facilities. So on our Crewe campus for our Dream Factory, which is expanding and growing, it's state of the art. And we have world-class facilities for meetings, for collaboration to really help people come together. In terms of how are we helping with the skills transformation, we put a big emphasis on early careers intake. So we're getting future ready skills already, and also people with the mindset to then learn some of these future skills. In parallel, that also helps to diversify our talent pipeline as well. Other things that we've done within our people strategy, strongly connected all of the things that are happening in the corporate environment to our functional environment to make sure that it all feeds and fits. Then we align our functional strategy with other functional strategies across the organisation. So quite structured, but some real big symbolic things happening. You can see the change.
Danny, you just said that in the corporate world, we need to align for what's also happening within production manufacturing. AI has been a huge topic that's been a theme for the past few years. Nicola, you also touched on that as well. Could you tell me about how we're embedding AI into our practices and how it's affecting the people as well?
Yeah, for sure. So I think AI is a huge opportunity for Bentley strategically, and also with people topics from a productivity, efficiency, but also great employee experiences as well. So I know there are many use cases already across the site, but in terms of AI, in the recruitment process, for example, we're already using it to reach out to external candidates and also to ensure that we craft inclusive advertisements as well. Many more use cases that we're currently exploring as well, including within our Hello Success programme that we'll be implementing with the group, looking at, for example, talent intelligence. I think it's also worth saying that it's an area that skills is important, so we're upskilling people both in awareness of how to use it, but also making sure that leaders have the right skills to lead the AI strategically.
So we've got what we're doing now with AI, and then with electrification and the next few years. Danny, what do you think the next challenge will be? So Bentley can keep being a part of this top employer list. How do you think we'll respond to them as well?
I think the biggest challenge is going to be responding to challenges. So over the last few years, we've had Brexit, COVID, a lot of uncertainty around the world. We're seeing markets changing and regions changing. So customers and people that we work with want different experiences, different products. So I think the biggest challenge is going to be how to remain agile and respond to some of these challenges in a way that supports Bentley's core values, really enhances the tools we've got, but focuses on the people and using the skilled workforce that we've got that have demonstrated over a number of years their ability to address challenging situations, be innovative, and really push the boundaries of the automotive industry. I think the more we can do that, the more successful we'll be.
Fabulous. So thank you for taking the time to speak to me today. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to next year, and we can see what Bentley do to continue being a top employer.
Thanks, Lydia.
Thank you, Lydia.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Nick.